Today's unboxing is nothing mysterious whatsoever. It's not in a cardboard box, it's not hidden away anywhere. It's just Retro City Rampage DX on the Wii, which is something that I never expected to see, but, you know, it's here. And if there's anybody nuts enough to do it, it's Brian Provinciano, who... is it Provinciano? Is that how you pronounce it? I hope so. Yeah, if there's anybody nuts enough to do that, it's him, because, well, this is one of a heavily ported game, shall we say. It first came out on PC, and then it came out to all the consoles, and now it's come out to all the new consoles. And then it came out on DOS, and I think it came out on a couple of other things as well. In fact, it was originally going to be on the NES, and I think there is an NES ROM that you can get hold of back when it was called Grand Theft Endo. So yeah, it's done the rounds, this game, and now it's come back to the Nintendo consoles with this Wii version in 2020. Yes, indeed. This is the newest Wii game as of this video. Yeah, it's kind of weird to have this in my hands, and you know, you don't often see like collected editions of Wii games, let alone new Wii games in general, so yeah, it's just a bit of an odd one, isn't it? But whatever. Look, it's a PAL version. Once again, not often I collect PAL games, so yeah, it's just like 100% odd, this. Let's have a look on the back. It works with one Wii remote, one classic controller. Interestingly, they've still got the old classic controller design there. You'd think they would have changed to the Pro one at some point, but no. It also works with the GameCube pad, which is good. Thankfully, it's compatible with 60Hz modes, and compatible with TVs that I don't have, so that's good. Cards are like the 80s and go on a Retro City Rampage. Ooh boy, wonder how long it took them to come up with that tagline. Retro City Rampage DX reimagines the open world crime genre like it's 1989. Features 25 plus weapons and power. Oh goodness, they must have... You see, it's been a long time since I played this, and he's constantly been adding stuff to this game, so there's probably a lot of stuff that I haven't seen despite the fact that I've played it through. 60 plus story mode missions, 40 arcade challenges, and 50 plus vehicles. You see, again, 50 plus vehicles. There weren't that many when I played. So that's cool, including a tank as well. So, in case you haven't worked it out already, this is essentially what Grand Theft Auto 2 would be like if it was on the NES. And you know, Grand Theft Auto 2 is the best one in the series, isn't it? I'm probably the only person who thinks that, but who cares? I really like this game, so that's why I got the collector's edition. There is also there was also a collector's edition of the sequel, Shakedown Hawaii, but, you know, I've got more of an affinity to this one, and also I could only afford this one, so, you know, I mean, I know it's about crime and all that, so I could have stolen it, you know, maybe that would have been in the spirit of things, but, well, the dude lives in Canada, so it would have been a bit of a trek, especially given the current situation in the world. Anyway, let's not get into that. Let's not date this video more so than we need to, because it is in a plastic box that's got the V-Blank collector's seal on it. And if we can get it out of this Magneto prison, here we go. But not only that, we also have a Sealy seal, which I could probably get open with my finger, but you know, the knife's not had much to do lately, so let's get the knife out. Yeah, Seal Games, we don't want you around here. Be free! I said be free, you stinking... There we are. Hopefully I don't have to retake this video any more times than I already have, because, yeah, done it now. Right. Amazing, we've got... It's incredible to me that they have to put the ratings on when it's a limited edition release. I don't really get it, because a lot of the limited games that I have, they don't have any ratings on at all, like the Oddworld game and Thimbleweed Park and all that. They don't care about ratings, so maybe it's just what you have to do to get a Wii game released. You have to get all the ratings and stuff, and you know what Nintendo's like. Box is slightly different to the usual Wii affair, but let's get it open. Oh, in fact it's very different. Interesting. Of course we will... take a proper look at that in a second. So what we got? Let's have a look at the health and safety precautions booklet. I cannot believe that they're still printing this. I know it's important, but do you really need it with every game? Tell you what, The instruction manual's a bit thin, isn't it? I mean, it's got wonderful full-colour illustrations, we like that. It tells you all the controls on the Wii remote, but not for the controllers and stuff. Yeah, it's only like flipping 8 pages. Oh, it's got the same illustration as well. I feel like that could have been a wee bit better, but hey, at least it's there. More than we can say about most new games. And of course, the disc itself, which looks a bit different to the usual Wii affair once again. In fact, let's compare. We have here Super Paper Mario, which is a pretty standard Wii game. So you think on the outside, yeah, it looks the same, but note the box. It looks a bit different. And it's a slightly different shade of white, though I suspect that's because this one's a bit older and this one's brand new. Call it a hunch. And if we look inside, this one is just like a plain old white box with this strange contraption in the middle. This one's an actual amaray case that's got the Wii logo in it, and it's got this little thing as well in case you don't know how to take a disc out of a box. It's the little things, isn't it? And also, does this one not have a safety thing? Huh. Well, so much for it being in every game. Or maybe my copy just didn't have it. I think this was second hand, so whatever. So that's interesting, isn't it? In fact, I know it's a PAL release. There was a reason for it being a PAL release, and I can't remember what it was because, you know, no planning whatsoever. But this was assembled in the USA, and even though it's got like a German warning on it, and I think most, if not all, PAL Wii games were made in Germany, so... So that's an interesting little one, isn't it?
I suppose we better have a quick demonstration before we finish. Interestingly, it doesn't have that usual health and safety screen when you start it up. You know, the one that tells you to put your wrist strap on properly that everybody ignores. But yeah, once you get into the game itself, it's exactly the same thing as you've already been playing, but on the Wii. Which is a pretty novel concept, to be fair, and it means that I can finally play it on my CRT. Not in 240p unfortunately, but well, you can't have everything.
Well, there's not really much more to say about this unboxing, so it's been another short one, but what can I say? We like doing a short one every once in a while. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that, so I'll see you all for the next one.